We are not. You are not wasting not even a single minute today. That's one. Those who are on YouTube, now you can see this girl next to me. Ne? Okay, let me tell you about this girl. And then we do the intro quickly, ne? So that you don't be shocked. So this girl here, let me see if the people on TikTok can see her. But it's fine. So this girl here, she's up for grabs, ne? So if you go to E2 Hair Studios, E2 Hair Studio is the lady who does my hair. You know, as you can see, ever since I stopped cutting hair, I've been looking like money that I don't have. So it's all thanks to E2 Hair Studios. She's also even sponsoring us for the other podcast. She's partnering with us. So if you just go to her page, E2 Hair Studios, and follow there, there's a pin post there. If you comment there and follow the instructions, ne, and tell her that you are coming from my platform, from Madam Speaker Community, then stand a chance to win this hair, this curly girl. Unfortunately, people on TikTok can't see her. If you want to see her, you will have to hop over to YouTube. But anyway, let's just go straight into the order of the day. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining in for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. You are on Losing in Love podcast with Madam Speaker. And today we are talking about building with a man, or building a man, or being Bob the Builder. All right, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you have your views, your opinions, your thoughts, before I go straight into it and just break it down a bit, you're more than welcome to request, especially if you're joining in from TikTok, request to join, be part of the panel so that you can share your views, your opinions, your thoughts, or your experience. All right, but if you're joining in from YouTube, what's good? Pumi Dlamini, thank you so much, my darling. I always see you on my live. It's just that in most cases when I see you engaging, it'll be while I'm trying to focus, you know, on the guest who's on the panel. So then I end up not even being able to respond. But I see you, babe. And there's another person, I forgot her name, but I think I'll see her when she comes through from Kenya. See you guys, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. For those who have been watching my channel, you know, especially on, okay, not on YouTube only, on all my platforms, I've been hi Poppy. Yeah, I've been posting. We had an exclusive yesterday, ne, on the Safe Space Chats podcast. You do know that on the Safe Space Chats podcast we air every Sunday at 3 p.m. But when we have an exclusive, Joyce, let me mute you for now, my darling. For those who want to request to come in, please do come through once I'm done with the introduction. Then we can go straight into it. I'm going to unmute Joyce. I know Joyce is going to give us as gaga, you know. But anyway, as I was saying, that for those who are not aware, I did an exclusive with Lebohang Sihwana. Lebohang Sihwana is a wife. Yeah, she's still a wife of a prominent member of our society who is a co-owner of a sneaker brand. And she has been dragged over the years, you know, so much that eventually she spoke out for the first time yesterday, day before yesterday. Guys, it was the hardest episode I've ever had to do. I see a lot of people commending me from all the platforms, you know, starting from here on YouTube to all the other platforms. I see people saying, yo, Madam Speaker, you're a great host. You allowed your guests to speak. I think I only saw one negative comment where somebody was saying, this is a monologue. The host is not engaging. And obviously, if you've watched some other episodes that I've done in the past, what's going on? Hello? What, Mama? Hello? Mama? Who's there, guys? I think I'm plugged on the thingy. What do you call this thing? I think I'm plugged on the power. Mama, ke gopela on check e plugilwe guys this thing. Cause ne timile ya ba lighter hape. So I ke sure e plugilwe mo ntong na. Ne plugilwe mo power station. Okay. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. As you know, one take, one shot, we are live. So unfortunately, we can't redo anything. We're just going to have to continue, go ahead with the show. But as I was saying, that it took a lot, for this lady to actually come forward. For those who don't know, Lebohang Serwana, she's been trending, for being a gold digger after this man started this sneaker brand, and she's just coming here claiming everything. Whereas those who know and those who've been around her and they've been around the couple, they knew a different story to the story that the guy was sharing on social media. So she's been through a lot. She's been through so much. It took a lot from her to actually open up. We're meant to record at a specific time. We ended up recording 5 hours later because that's how much this thing was taking a toll on her. And even after the recording, guys, she had like a proper meltdown that we literally had to even pray. Like, I think we prayed for a good hour after we were done with the recording because it was just too much. It was just too much, So yeah, the lady has been through a lot. And for her to actually appear for the first time on social media ever since the brand had been established, people didn't even know her face. Every time when the guy would always make her trend, they would always use different pictures of people that they just assume is her, but nobody ever had a picture of her on social media because she's not a social media person. You get what I mean? So it was the first time her face was appearing. So those who actually knew her from, not on social media, were seeing her for the first time. So it was really like a proper exclusive. Yo, guys, it was bad. It was so bad. So when she was busy speaking, I did not want to interject because I didn't want her to have a meltdown somewhere in the middle. And I was really just trying to tread carefully. And I was trying to get her to really just share her story without being interrupted. Just cough out whatever she wanted to cough out. As somebody who has been trending for 2 years straight, week in, week out, she's trending on social media because she's being accused of being a gold digger, of being this and that. If you don't know the episode, I'm going to leave the link here. You're going to go and watch it. She really needed to speak for herself for the first time because she was really disappearing, she was really disappearing. She was really, guys. So allowing her to speak really for me was just a matter of, I don't even want to be looking like I know how to interview people to you guys and show you my interviewing skills. I didn't even want it to be an interviewing skills. In fact, if it was up to me, she was just going to tell her story without even having a host, so that she share parts of whatever it is that she wanted to share. So if you can check even on the episode, she's really just flowing with it. And you can tell that when I ask some questions, there's somewhere where she gets, a bit uncomfortable because we had promised that it's just going to be her telling her story and maybe clarify a thing or two. But all in all, it was just going to be her sharing the parts of her story that she wanted to share. And it's just an emotional story, So it's been trending on social media. I've been seeing people tagging me. So I'm just saying that, guys, and as much as I want to take all the credit for being a good host who allows the guests to express themselves, somehow, I really just wanted her to share everything she wanted to share without being interrupted, For those who know, I talk a lot. I mean, I've been talking for how many minutes now? But anyway, the one thing that I really just wanted us to focus on today was speaking about being Bob the Builder. And this is so much relatable because as soon as she started saying that she took a man in who was not working, she was working, she was the breadwinner, she took everybody in. I don't want to share her story, guys. You can go and watch the full story. People started speaking about how, please stop building a man, stop building a man. I do believe that every second woman has a story of building a man, and clearly, if we're still going to be having people coming forward speaking about building a man, then there are so many people who are still going to do it, or there are people who are doing it behind closed doors. But also, I do know somebody who invested in a man and it paid off. Somebody who actually, took the risk of investing their money to a business together with the husband, and things worked out. So it's not always that it's not going to work out, but when it doesn't work out, it's really, really bad. And when it works out, it really does work out. So it's literally just you gambling with your life. I see human library says you did such a great job allowing her to cough out everything on the inside. It was very emotional, guys. These things disappear so quickly. So apparently that means that clearly I'm reading slower than usual. It was very emotional, and she has found some level of healing and comfort. She definitely did. For somebody who has been trending, because she's been trending on social media for the wrong things, she's been dragged, for the longest time. So for her to actually share her story, she thought she was gonna be dragged one more time, and she was like, just drag me one last time, it's fine. So one more time, and she was like, just drag me one last time. When you do get in, guys, as a guest, please do mute yourself so that we don't, have these feedbacks. And then when it's now time for you to speak, you can open your mic and speak. But anyway, as I'm saying that, because she was used to being dragged all the time, she was also expecting to be dragged even on this one. And after she saw the comments, obviously some comments are negative. It's not everybody's going to be on your side all the time. She actually thought that she should have done it earlier. So I'm saying this to somebody out there who's bottling things inside, who's sitting on top of something, to say it's not always that speaking is a bad thing. Speaking is uncomfortable for people around you. And sometimes the reason why it's uncomfortable is because people just want to be made comfortable. People don't want to be disturbed. People don't care about how you keeping quiet makes you feel. They just want to be comfortable, So it's not your job to make people comfortable. If you have something on the inside of you that you want to cough out, trust and believe. Speaking out helps. An open wound heals quicker. So like Yena Lebu, she's saying she should have spoken earlier because she sees that people are actually, in as much as not everybody likes her, not everybody agrees with her, but it's so much better that she has shared her side of the story, and now she's not a villain that she was being treated as she's been for the past couple of years, and also that just the realization that nobody owns social media, as she was always been threatened that I own social media, I have people on my payroll. Some of us cannot be bought. Okay, maybe I can be bought if you come with I don't know how many millions, because vele hunger, we are speaking from a point of hunger. We are hungry. But in this essence, you can't buy me so that somebody does not share their story. Maybe you can buy me for other things. You can come and buy my channel. So yeah, to a certain degree, yeah, everybody can be bought, but there are certain things that you cannot compromise as a person. So yeah, if you have a positive story, guys, this is not a negativity situation, right? If you have a positive story of being Bob the Builder and things worked out for you, you're more than welcome to share. Guys, my son is on my life. Why is he on my life? If you have a positive story to share, you're more than welcome to share. If you don't have a positive story to share, and it's an awareness then for you where you want people to say, hey, stay away from being Bob the Builder. I got my fingers burned. Please do share. If you just have a general opinion as well, you're more than welcome to say a thing or two. We have Joyce. Hey, Joyce, my darling, my beloved. When am I meeting you, Joyce?
Hello, Casey. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, darling?
Good. You're going to meet me. Hey, now I've got a lot of skakas.
I know, my sister. You and Sakwi, same WhatsApp group, and Tabs, same WhatsApp group.
I've built so many people and it never ended well. So, but someday I think I'm going to come to your podcast and I'm it's gonna be a tell it all because it's a lot here. But what I would like to advise to all the women, especially the upcoming young women that are still going to get into relationships, while you're building, put yourself first. Just put yourself first, because don't put your yours first. Be selfish about yourself.
I hear you. When Joyce, ne?
And
okay, you were breaking well there. I think it's your network. You were breaking a bit there. I don't know if I think it's your network. You can repeat what you were saying, your last statement. Guys, I'm not used to wearing glasses, ne? So they're not sitting comfortably. You were saying, Joyce?
What I'm saying is our situations are not the same. Some you can build and it ends well. Some you build, it won't end well. But you'll never know. But while you're busy building, just put yourself first, put your needs first. Because what I've realized, it's like what level is going through, I can relate with so much. Like they end up that's a crazy making. It's on a narcissistic relationship. We call it crazy making. Like they making you feel crazy. I even went to such an extent of going for psychiatric evaluation because my ex painted everything like I was crazy. And then he even went to the social work. He even convinced the social workers that we're busy on our case, saying that no, don't trust this lady. This lady is crazy. I even had to go for for psychiatric evaluation to check if I don't have any mental illness on my side. So it never ends well. And again, don't build with somebody who has nothing to lose.
Thank you,
That's
my
what I feel.
sister. That's very important.
You know what? Yeah, that like you contribute 90%, and he contributes only 10%, but he's gonna claim everything as a 90%, and you will end up having 10%, and some end up not having even that 10%. So, and Percy, there are a lot of dynamics that you have to check before trying to build with somebody.
My
But,
sister, you know
I
what,
had
ne?
I had few of the meltdowns. Like I even ended up in where I seen the psychologist. All of them, like I'm sending healing to everyone who went through this. I know a lot of women have went through this kind of a thing, like building, and then you end up not benefiting from whatever that is built. I've got scars. I don't want to make people cry because
Just tell us one skaka.
I remember I found him not working. He was unemployed. I was the one who's working. We bought the piece of land just around Polokwane. Then we decided to, and I said, let's build like rooms, rental rooms, so that we can at least we can benefit from for the rentals and stuff. If I can tell you, that place ended up on his names, ne? We ended up in court fighting for that piece of land. And while I found him not working, then we bought a piece of land just on the same village, ne? I remember taking out loans and stuff to build that house. I ended up receiving a protection order so that I must not enter home, the home that I've built, the home that I was still even paying loans and stuff. I mean, then we ended up having to go to go to courts and then fighting for what's mine. So even now, that guy, if they had to, apparently I was married under the customary marriage. So, and it was lobola, ne? We did not sign, but they regard it as a married in community of property.
Yes.
After how hard I've worked for those things, I ended up having for those lands to be sold, and then having to share that money, and I was still owing loans and stuff to pay. The places, the two places. The other one we've bought it in a rural area where the brother was in Duna there, and then apparently when we were selling this, the court was selling this the place in the rural area that we're staying in. Apparently, they pretended like it was sold, and it was not sold. It was actually they gave the other person money so that he can pretend to be buying that land. And now he's staying in that house that I've built with the other woman. So you know what? It's painful. Now I'm laughing about it, but it's very painful. Like you lose your hard-earned money, and then for somebody who was not even working, I could relate with so much that Lebo is going through, and now he's not even paying maintenance for the kids. I have to support kids for myself. I'm like, I've even gave up going to the maintenance court and stuff. I'm just supporting my kids. You know, it's painful because it's painful. Like your conversation between the conversation between you and Lebo have triggered a lot of things on my side, because I know how hard it is finding somebody not working and then you starting everything from a fresh, building businesses and doing stuff, and then you end up with nothing. And then the problem is I had nobody on my side. I don't have any family. My mother passed away at 2003. So he had a family that pretended that they loved me so much. They ended up helping him fight his battles. So it was very painful. But now, at least being in a Madam Speaker Foundation brought healing, because I've realized that I was not the only person who's going through this kind of a thing. Like there, we've got a lot of professionals where they give you like counseling, they teach you on how on the road to healing, on the importance of healing, so that you can raise. I used to have so much anger, especially towards my kids, because my kids looks exactly like that guy who took everything. And even if the things that I remained with, that guy I wanted to leave me with nothing.
Yes, Emma Billy, you know Joyce, ne, my darling, ne, let me tell you something. There's something that I don't understand about how you find a man with nothing, ne? And you are kind to this man. And I can relate to this, because even me, when we were getting divorced, my husband really just wanted to see me crawling butt naked. And I didn't understand why, because I had been nothing but good to him. The thing with people that you find who are down and out, ne, and you help them to get up, it's like they have this resentment towards you, because you know them and you know their vulnerability and weakness. And I don't know whether it's a man thing, because men in most cases, they want to be, in charge. So when he gets up, it's like when you are the reminder of the poverty that they were in. Therefore, that resentment of the poverty, that it's like you're a reminder of the poverty that they were in, but for some funny reason, you are the one who actually got them out of the poverty. So why then do they have to be cruel towards you when you are the one that actually helped them get up? Lalo is asking what is the topic. We're talking about being Bob the Builder, Lalo. It's a follow-up story from the story that I did with Leo Hang Sewana regarding the sneaker brand that she started with her husband, who was not working when they started the sneaker brand business and all the other businesses they had. The husband had always been the face of the businesses, and now when the relationship was no longer working out, she's been trending week in, week out for the past 2 years for being a gold digger, because now she lost her job because of all these issues, the marital problems that she had. She could not cope at work, so she was already unemployed. So I unfortunately I couldn't ask the question of how did it happen that the business is being controlled by your husband, the monies are being controlled by your husband, and you don't have any control. I couldn't ask any of those things, because I really just wanted her to run with the story. And my fear was that if I ask anything that's going to trigger her, it's going to be difficult for her to even finish her story, But it so happened that the husband is the one who is in charge of everything, to a point where they were evicted from their house in Waterfall. They are now homeless with the son. He's not doing anything, this guy, and he's rolling in millions. Recently, they were celebrating 5 years of the sneaker brand. But according to Leu's story, when she was sharing on my platform, she was saying that they started that from her mother's house. The story that he has been telling people over the years that the sneaker brand was formed in a shack, it's a lie. The sneaker brand was started in Leu's mother's house. So this guy was a Svaram Khonyana, cause Makoti, because he was staying in his in-laws' house when he had nothing. And when he started popping and started seeing people who are better and started hanging out with certain people, then that's when he turned against his wife. Joyce, what I wanted to say is that there's something very, very dangerous about people who have nothing. People who have nothing are dangerous. People who have nothing to lose are dangerous because they are ready to risk everything, to put all their cards on the table because they know how it's like to have absolutely nothing. You understand what I mean? Because the way these people are so dangerous, we're not as Ule, who has worked very hard, and you know how it's like to have a 9 to 5 to take your money and invest it in a business, then you will tread very carefully, which is exactly what Lewu has been doing. If you listen to her story, you will hear how graceful she was towards this person. She has been very lenient towards this person. That's one of the reasons why she's been trying to solve things out of court, because she's not a public person. She doesn't want her face to be seen anywhere. But because she's the one who actually has a lot to lose, because everything was started from her. She's the one with the business mind. She's the backbone of the business. The guy is just a face. You understand? So because she knows what is at stake, she knows. She's even on the episode, she was mentioning the issue of, she understands that they have employees and she has to consider, like, this lady is considering everybody except herself. You understand what I mean? So you see, people who have nothing to lose, very dangerous. So when you help people who have nothing to lose or who have nothing, do that within arm's length so that they don't get too close to you to a point where they end up destroying you, because it seems like when they get up, they are pressing on you. This is you. They are pressing on you when they get up, and they don't want a reminder of where they are coming from. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. And they groom you. You know why you end up trusting them with the finances and stuff. Those guys are very patient, especially the guys who have nothing to lose. They're very patient. They groom you into trusting them. Like they groom you.
Yeah.
And they make sure that they groom you properly, so that when they crush you down, when they crush you, they make sure that they don't miss.
And they also isolate you from everybody else so that you are alienated. You don't have anybody to run to. You know,
they do that.
That lady kept saying in that episode that this guy says, I have all the money and I have all the time in the world. I will drag you until you are finished. You understand? And trust me, what you saw there, I saw some people commenting saying, yo, she's really not okay. You can tell she's nervous. Guys, what you saw there was strength. The person she was before we started recording and the person you saw when we were recording, what you saw during the recording was the strongest version of Level. Because before and after, hey guys, when he said, I am going to finish you, hey, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes, and that's true. That guy wants to finish Level, wants to live Level but naked. He doesn't want to live Level with anything. Yes.
There's somebody who's asking, or how are you coping, Sis Joyce?
You know, the best revenge you can give to a narcissist person,
excuse me,
is to go back to yourself. Now focus on yourself. You know, the funny partner is that guy now thinks that he can come back to me.
Oh, Lalo is asking if you are sharing your story. Yes, Joyce is also sharing her story. I know you also have a story, my sister. Come and share. I see people are commenting, sharing their stories in the comment section. Guys, please do request to join and share your stories with us. I see somebody saying they bought a house for a man, they built a 4-room for a man. Come through and share your story with us, guys. Your face won't show on YouTube. It's only my face that is showing.
Yes, we are many. We are many. We are many Bob the Builders. There are stories. You're going to hear how much Bob the Builders we are. There are many women there. You build somebody from zero. You know, that guy didn't even know how to dress.
Sure.
Like, after meeting him, I even changed the whole wardrobe.
Yeah, what would I change in daughter? When you are deputy Jesus, you are deputy God. You know how to modify a man.
My aunt once told me, hey, I was like, how? Wana batho, wana modimo, re ka se kry-e batho kaofela ba o bereka, ngwana batho a sa bereki, o bereka ke tla mo tšea kae? And he said, wena, you can't start from the ground. At least get a person on the phone, on the window level, not from scratch.
Mina, guys, I have a question. This is Joyce. Ne? Thank you so much, Lalo. I see you here. And Nwa Zondega, I see you here. Guys, I have a question. And this is a very sincere question. All the men that some of us have built, and the men that you guys have built and you have lost, where are they so that we can date them? Because it seems like even now when we are dating, we are finding men who still want us to build. Where are the ones that we built already? Where are they? Who's dating them? Because me, I want a finished project, a project that Lalo was dating, so that I don't have to build again, because I am not doing that thing again, guys. You can say I am playing with marriage. Hey, because I got married once now, I think, I want a man who is a ready-made, guys. I want a ready-made meal.
You want a ready-made?
Unfortunately, someone has already snatched him.
And his belt.
When he left you, chances are he had a side or he had something promising. So whatever that was promising took over.
Mara, the thing is, it's just me observing from a distance. Usually the ones that they leave you for, or the ones they are with when they leave or when the relationship comes to an end, they don't last, my sister. They don't last. Guys, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Please.
those who do last, but then they're not really living a flourishing life because I think another thing, what we expect to see from the bobs that have been built, we want to see them doing far better than where you left them. And sometimes them leaving does not necessarily mean that they're going to be moving into a mansion. They might be migrating into a shack and they are comfortable there. And with the Barbara they are with, she's not even going to try and build anything. They are content with what they have. All they want is just to be in that element. So I think another problem is we want to see them in mansions. And that's not where they're going, because they left a comfortable house because you were being a mosquito or whatever that they felt they could not do, and went the other side, wherein there is no hope for a build up, like growth in that direction, in that fashion. And moreover, majority of the time when we talk about prosperity and growth, we want to see them Tankura's big cars and whatnot. Sometimes they're just comfortable in that shack, going to a taxi or that tears, nothing growing any further. Or maybe it was a miscalculation, hoping it's going to grow, but it didn't, and then they were stuck there, but they cannot come out because, well, they made their bed and they're just lying on it, you know.
Sure.
But I when I went through that highlight video that you made with the lady, I have a thing that's saying, I'm not sure, maybe I could be wrong, but now I have a thing that's saying, he who cries first has something to hide.
That's true.
Because
my sister,
the one, and I came across another video, another creator talking about this, and I'm convinced it could be true, that the one who takes the major fall is trying to find a step up. They are trying to find their feet rather than crying out for help. And he who runs to cry the loudest to say, hey, help me, is probably because they are not as injured as the other one who is on the ground. And majority of the time, the one who's still on the ground is the victim, not
my
the
sister,
perpetrator.
you know what is my thing, ne? My thing is that, what is this obsession with men wanting to be putting the blame of the downfall of the marriage to a woman every time, or most of the time, majority of the times, because I will tell you, I don't know how many times I've been sharing this, guys. If it's your first time coming here, then this is gonna be new to you. But people who know me and my story, they are already tired of what I'm gonna say now, guys. Mina, I wanted to be like Lebu, ne, to solve everything privately without people knowing and everything. Excuse me. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because the things I was hiding in the marriage, I still wanted to hide them even after the marriage came to an end. Ne? Until I went to work and I had voice notes of this guy that I was married to, that he was sending to people telling them about me and how much of a terrible person I am. And I'm hearing this while I'm at work. So I could really relate to Lebu's story because Lebu is seeing herself trending on social media when she's not on social media, whereas they're trying to resolve things indoors. You get what I mean? So Mina, because I was one person who was very private in my marriage and I didn't want people thought I was like, okay, we were happy, yes, but they didn't know the struggles that I had in my marriage. Until when this person wanted to now move out because he had found greener pastures and they had plans and everything, he now started saying perseverance is not taking care of me, perseverance has changed on me. I started hearing things about myself in the streets, you understand? So when I hear things about myself in the street, that's when I lost it. And I started speaking openly when I was doing my YouTube channel and my TikToks and everything, because I was like, what is the point in me trying to protect this man when he's trying to make me feel bad? Like, guys, when a marriage has come to an end, it doesn't matter who is wrong. It's fine. You guys can't handle each other anymore. But once you want to go out there and say, no, 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 this marriage actually came to an end because it's her fault, it's his fault, then what? Then what after we know who is wrong in the acrimony? Then what? You get what I mean? So I agree with you,
I
Lalo.
get what you mean.
So I agree with you, Lalo, when you say in most cases, it's not in all cases, in most cases, because I don't want this to seem like we are saying all women or all people who are going through the most, who have not been, who want to vent, because it's good to speak. An open wound heals quicker. But in some cases,
Yeah.
usually the first person to blow the trumpet is the one that is actually the problem. There's something that they're trying to hide. You get what I mean?
Mm. I think also men understand just how women look at marriage, how women value marriage, how and I think we also afford them this platform and this opportunity. The minute he starts doing shady things and you want to protect everything from everyone else. So now he knows where your stance is, because you are going to try and cover everything as much as possible. And the minute you start covering, you have now exposed your weakness, because now you care more about what outsiders are going to say about your marriage. So that's a weakness they are going to exploit.
And how much of a
Every
failure
time
you
he
are.
does something, yes, every time he does something, you want to cover it and you want to solve it behind closed doors. You don't want anyone to be looking, because truth be told, at the first sight of problems, if we were to open the curtains and let everyone look at what's happening inside, they were going to change their behavior, because they also care about what people think. The only issue is the minute we show that we care more, they exploit that one.
I'm seeing somebody
So
here
we
is saying
afford that platform.
it's somebody here is saying it's harder when you have kids because you want your kids to still respect their father. This goes back to what I was saying the other day, Lalo, when I was saying that, I wish I could preserve this superhero image that my kids have of their father, because the older they grow, the more they're gonna see, oh, the nigga ain't shit. You get what I mean? But unfortunately, there are things that are beyond your control, because in as much as you can try and protect, kids are gonna grow up, they have a mind of their own, they can see who is reliable, they can see who's coming through for them, unfortunately.
You know, a friend of mine, I like referencing my friends' stories, ne? Because I learned a great deal from them. A friend of mine used to say, yo, Kotiabananga is a good father. He has done everything for my children. He was there when I wasn't, yada, yada, yada. And she would paint a rainbow and you'd be thinking, this guy is a good father. But this one time, after a long period, she had gone through what she had gone through. I said to her, "Mara, my friend, don't you think that in the absence of everything else and yourself, you thought he was being a good guy because that's the only thing that he had time for? He was the parent who was in the house, so he was taking care of everything, not necessarily meaning that he is a good person, because if he was, ever since the day he left through that door, he would have tried effortlessly, pulled all strings to want to be in the children's life. But if he has just waltzed out and forgotten and pretended like those kids were never there, it means you are giving him credit for things that he was not even doing. It was only because he was around. So we also do that sometimes.
I agree with you, Lalo, because the one thing that triggers me until this day, it's me making clothes, like my crown lioness, And one of the reasons is because I overdid it. I worked so hard like a dog that people were sleeping and waking up and sleeping and waking up while I'm working. You understand? And my ex-husband had more time to spend with the kids, and it seemed like he was closer to them than the kids than they were to me. You get what I mean? So I've always
the available parent.
he was the available parent, because I was still enslaving myself, because I needed to pay the bills that the problems he created. I needed to solve them, But I then realized, even after the marriage, that he's still the same father that he was to them when we were still staying together. You get what I mean? So some people genuinely, and I always say this, guys, to say, now my ex is a good person. He's a kind-hearted man. It's just unfortunate, or when it comes to marriage, it didn't work out, or maybe because I wanted different things, and I was really forcing him to go in the direction that I want things to go, and because that was not working out, that caused a lot of conflicts. But generally, he's a good person. As a father, he has shown that even after the divorce, 3 years later, my kids still have a beautiful relationship with their father. Like, listen, it's tied. So it is possible for somebody to actually be a good father and be a terrible husband. But I feel like the mistake that a lot of us make, Lalone, is that we want to enter in that equation. We want to, we want that equation of father and daughter and father and son. It's not our equation. It's not our relationship. We want to feature ourselves. And the more you want to feature yourself in a relationship that has absolutely nothing to do with you, the more you're gonna get hurt. Because honestly speaking, some people just see you as an incubator. They just see you as a sperm dish. You did well by bringing a child. All they wanted was a child.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I also have a thing that says about Lebu story that with the one who comes out first, unfortunately, society lends an ear, and we want to empathize with the person who's crying. So if I'm crying, it must clearly state that I am in pain, or I'm going through whatever, and I need some help to come through my way. But that does not necessarily mean that what I am stating would be the truth and nothing but the truth. And also another thing, every time we narrate our stories, we are telling our own perspectives without regarding the next person's perspective, how they counteracted and all that. Because the minute when there's quarrel, we put aside all the niceness and whatnot, because everyone is going for blood, and when it's going in that direction, one wants to go for the jugular, one wants to go, you want all those parts wherein you're going for the kill.
Yeah.
So whenever when I read those stories, we are going to show just how bad you were going for my jugular, just how bad you were going for those big veins, because you wanted to see me dead. Forgetting to mention, because at the point when I'm narrating this, I'm crying and I'm seeking assistance or aid or help. I am not going to mention the things that I did to you. We are only going to come and show us your scars later, because you didn't come at the time. And when you didn't come at the time, because what you were going through, you were still trying to figure out, how did we get here? Because yours was to respond to, you were counteracting some attacks that came your way that you were not even waiting for.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a short story about something that happened to me. May the Lord bless that girl's soul, Shem. This one time, a potential boyfriend came to see me, and I was like, okay, cool, nice seeing you, and we were catching up, ne? And then later on, he asked me to kappa him because he was using a friend's car, Kushesha to be specific. And you know how guys are with Kusheshas, nah? They get very excited. So I'm like, I hope this is not going to take long because I really want to go back and get some rest because tomorrow is another day. I have to go to work. It's like, okay, no, it's going to be short. I'm just going to drop off the car and then take mine and then we come back. Cool. We leave Rukoya town. Before we get to where the owner of the car is at, he passes via his uncle's house. There seems to be a braai happening there. Because I'm the girl who I am, if you don't take me inside the house, I will stand where you left me. Because seemingly you don't want me to go into the house, and I'm not about to go into the house and start introducing myself as who. You understand? So I get there. The brother is by the gate. So they're like, let's go for a spin. I'm like, yo, I'm not up for these things. I'd rather remain. And they don't even have the time to say, okay, let's take you in because we are rushing. I was left outside. And there I was minding my own business, standing by the gate. This lovely girl comes and greets me. She's like, hello. How are you? Good. Who you with? And then I explain who I'm here with. And then she's like, do you want water, a drink? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then she walks back. Here I am I'm fidgeting with my phone. I'm just worried these guys are not coming back. And then the next thing I feel it's a bottle across my face. The girl came back. She is smashing my face with a bottle of Savan.
Why?
And I am shocked. In my moments of shock, she's pulling by the neck. She is kicking me. I'm not even responding because I'm shocked. Like, what's going on? Heaven now? What's going on? At the time when I thought, okay, now let me defend myself. Everyone was now here, grabbing us, separating us. And I am still shocked. Like, okay, what was going on? And then before I know it, I was thrown into the car. We were gone. In essence, what I'm trying to show here is at the hit of something when you're not expecting, ne? Because you're still shocked. You don't know how to respond because you're still trying to find out, to navigate, why are we here? What's going on? That was me. But before I could even get answers, I was loaded in the car, gone. I was...
Mara, my sister, give us more detail. We understand the lesson learned behind. Mara, why was she hitting you with a bottle? Is she the other girlfriend of the guy you were with?
The guy the brother who got into the car for that spin.
Can I laugh?
She is the baby mama. And now, in a heart and in a brain, she's thinking maybe I am being brought here for the boyfriend. You understand? So when she came and greeted me, maybe she didn't believe my story because I mentioned the guy, the brother who is driving, not the one who's hosting the party. But in her heart and mind, she was convinced I'm lying, maybe because the attack happened because she thought I was here as a fix for her boyfriend.
Mara, my sister, why didn't you get her arrested?
Yo, I wanted to. They sent me apologies.
Why didn't they send you money? Did they send you money at least?
They didn't send me money.
Let's go back. Sagui, where's Sagui? She must come and tell us if you can still lay charges.
This was years ago, though.
You got a beating for nothing, my sister. No.
When I get home now, I have to explain why I'm this mess. Everyone is going to be thinking I was fighting for a guy and whatnot. And the story is so unbelievable. Even myself, when I'm telling the story in the report, it sounds a bit shady. But there's no other version. That's the story and nothing but that. But then later on, there was a funeral and then people got together and then she was dead. She apologized. But it was already too late because, wow. You know? But in the midst of an attack, especially when you are not expecting it, all you are doing, all that's going through your mind is you're trying to find out how did we get there, and so on and so forth. So majority of the time, when someone is crying for help, there's someone out there who's confused, thinking we are about to work things out. But no, you're not even there. There's someone who's already graduated. They are trying to build a story around you. They make you the villain that you are not, you know.
My sister, did
And
you watch?
reconvincing people's minds when they've been made up because of the first story they hear. It's going to be a lot of work.
I hear you. Because it's a shocker. Nobody expected her to come forward because she had never spoken, not even once before.
Yes.
But with us
And
women,
you know
because we
what
can
they say about
relate.
silence.
But with
They say
us women,
silence means consent.
but with us women, because we can relate, Lalone, a lot of us are quick to say we believe you and we understand what you're going through. We can relate to what you are feeling, you know. Yo, I shame. We have, I think Unwa Zondeka is having a problem. Eh?
Wanzondeka.
How do you pronounce this Nwazondeka?
Izondeka loyi. Ingwazondeka.
Nwazondeko, you are seeming to having you seem to be having a network problem, my dear.
Yes, hey.
Are you here? Talk to us.
Yo, my network is acting up.
Ne.
Oh, my network is very poor. Can you hear me that side?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now.
So, usually the signs are there, hey? The signs are there, and we choose to ignore.
Yeah.
I will never forget the day that I was taken to a certain bank to take out a loan to buy a car. Trust in me, and that time I was unlicensed. I did not even know how to start an engine, but I went to take a. Oh, my network. Can you hear me?
We can hear you,
We can
sis.
hear you. Continue. Balabula, you've got our attention.
Hey, somebody is cussing somebody bubuso. Ntwana, they're kicking your face. Nwazondeka, we can hear you, darling. Yeah, I think probably on her side she's unable to hear us, so it becomes difficult for her to be able to share. But she had only shared that she was taken to a bank to take a loan for a car, and that time she didn't even know how to start an engine. Signs were there, so I think I had seen a comment of hers here in the comment section where she was sharing that. So I think she ended up having to go to buy that car, but there was more to it, you know. So I think that's what she wanted to share. So yeah, I saw a comment where she was saying that she had to go take a loan to buy a car when she didn't even know how to start an engine. Let's hope that she's gonna move to a place where there's network, and then she's gonna come back and share with us. Maybe Tuana should speak in the meantime while we wait for Mwazondeka to come in.
Hi guys, how are you?
Are they not kicking your face anymore?
My face? No, those were the kids.
Yeah, because I heard you saying don't kick, somebody must not kick somebody's face.
My toddler was kicking his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yes, how are you?
Good, how are you, my darling?
Okay.
We're good, thank you.
Maybe I'll be in a different subject, so maybe I'll twist it a bit. But
Okay.
I've got a serious problem.
Okay.
As I'm working. I'm a mother of 2. I'm working, and there was a time whereby I was in a relationship with this guy. I think the second year when I got to work, so there was this guy. He was a bit older than me, and he was so loving and stuff. He was just, pampering me, doing everything for me. And then it happened on the 3rd month of the relationship. This guy, he was drunk. I knew that he was drinking, but I didn't know that he has he had problems of abuse and stuff. So it happened the other day. He came and fetched me, and I said, no, today I won't be able to go with you because I must just be with my kids and help them with school stuff because it was Sunday. And then he said to me, okay, fine, you can just come along. Then on the other street, you'll go back home. I said, okay, it's fine. I did that. And then when I got to the other street, he said to me, no, we must go. I said, no, I can't go. I told you that I can't go. On that 3rd month of a relationship, and the time I turned, going back home, he also turned, and that's where he punched me. When he punched me, all my front two teeth, they just flew to the air. And I was like, there's blood now. What's going on? When I was like this, the other ones were like going like this. They were no longer like attached to my gums. I was like, what's going on? Why are you doing this? He said to me, I told you to go with me. I said, but you are not supposed to do this. This person I'm working with, and since I'm working with, I'm in my 3rd month with him. So I went back home. When I went back home, I saw my face. I was like, yo, my kids can't see me like this. I went back to his place and I showed him, you see what he did to me? He said to me, I'm so sorry, but I told you that we must go. I didn't sleep the whole night on that day. On that day, like the following day, I went to my friend. I had a friend at work, and then I showed her that, you see, I'm injured, so I can't go to work. Can you please report and do everything for me? She said, okay. And then later, he called me and said he will come and give me. Remember, other teeth are still attached. It's just that they are just going like, they are not like stick to the guns.
They are loose.
And then I went, I went to the doctor, and the doctor took them all. And then I stayed. So my days, like, were finished, so I had to go back to work. And remember now, I'm working with clients. Like, I'm working with people. I have to talk. And on that time, I was new at work. I didn't have even that kind of a mind whereby, or I would take leave and say maybe I'll go to the doctor or whatever. And it's still so. They can't take measurements because I was swallowed. They can't take measurements for maybe for false tooth or whatever. So I had to work. And at that time, we didn't use mask at all. Like to close your mouth or whatever. We had no idea of like buying a mask and wearing it. I mean, we didn't even know about Corona. It was 2017, okay? And then I tried, when I'm talking with people, like I would just close my mouth and talk, you see, so that they cannot see the gums and stuff. And there was a time whereby he was supposed to give me money so that I can go and install those falls and stuff. And then when I called him, he was not available. And then that doctor called him. When he called him, he told him that, you know what? This lady was supposed to open a case for you, and she didn't. So you better put that money in that account so that I can take her measurements and order some teeth for her. Okay, it happened. He did that, and I got my teeth. I went back to work. I worked. You know what? This guy, what he did, he will come where I was working, and then he will say, I'm waiting for my transport to come and fetch me. I would ask him, why here? Why do you have to come and wait for your transport here? He said to me, I'm a supervisor. I can do whatever that I want. I can stay wherever, I can go, I can sit wherever, I can wait wherever. There's nothing that you tell me. I will keep quiet. But there was a day whereby I was so angry. I was so angry when I looked at him and I said, you know what? Not today. You are not going to wait here. He said to me, I am. I said, you won't. And I went to my boss and I told him that, you know what? I don't want this guy next to me. You know the story, you know what happened. I didn't lay any charges. So I just don't want this guy next to me. And they told him to stay away from me. So it happened when times goes by, like positions were opened at work. So I had to apply for another job. And where I was applying, that's where he was working.
Ah, Jesus.
And then I applied for that job and I got the position. And I said to myself, it's the past. Even though when I go to bed, I have to take out those teeth and put them on the glass and stuff, but it's okay. I'm here to work for my kids. Let me just try and forget everything. Okay, I worked with the guy. While I was still working with the guy, he said to me that he is still sore about everything that he did. Can I please give him a chance? I said, a chance? He said, yes, I'm a changed man. I can even, like, he knew that I was a Christian. So he said to me, I can even show you, I can go with you to church. I said, really? He said, yes. And then we went to church, and then he was participating at work. At church, doing whatever. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect this from you. It means really you changed. I gave the guy a chance, and I was with him.
My sister, you
It's
know, I'm
like
not
this-
judging you, ne? It's
Yes.
a reflex action, what I'm doing. It's me saying, oh my
Yes.
gosh, like the people in the comment section. Hey,
Yes.
you gave him a chance.
I did.
Okay, you can proceed.
I gave him another chance. And then when the relationship goes by, all those red flags, everything that he used to do, that anger issues and stuff, they came back. And I was like, Jesus. It means that I went back, like I took myself again, and I've put myself in this situation. So I need a way out. I tried, like, talking to him that, you know what, I think it's not gonna work. Like, in a nice way, it's not gonna work. So it's better for us to just separate, because I think this way leads to that way again. I can see it. Because he wanted me to come to him every weekend, spend time with me. You know, he always wanted me on his side. And he made sure that he was spoiling me so that I cannot notice what is happening. Yeah, this guy, yeah, you know what is happening. I can't speak to any man at work. I can't. If I speak to any man at work, he told me straight that I will show you who I am. And I can even take you out of this job. You don't know me. You don't know who am I. I will show you. So the life that I'm living now, you won't believe. And our company, like, is in a process of retrenching. So apparently they gave us a structure, what is gonna happen. Luckily, my name is there, and I'm working with him again. So today I told him that, you know what, I saw that we are still gonna work together. Can you please just take me out? Can you just please take me out and put me on a list where they will retrench people? He said to me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You are going nowhere.
Rona, are you guys still together?
I told this guy, you know what, I don't know what kind of a man is this. I told this guy several times that I do not love you. I've said the worst words ever, that I think that as a man, he would just, like, go away from me. And I told him straight. Even today, I said straight to him that, you know what, I don't have anything for you. He said, why? But if I come to you and talk to you, you still come to me. I said to him, I'm doing that so that you can be okay. So that at least everything can be in order and we will work in peace. But I myself, Dwana, I do not love you.
Why is it that the victims are always the ones who want to make peace? Like, somebody make me understand why. You are the victim and you must maintain the peace. You must make life comfortable for the culprit. Why?
Perpetrate.
Because, you know what, sometimes you think that, let me just give it. I know, like, we want to give them peace, even though we know that their peace will make us suffer.
But my child, my sister, as a Christian, you know you are a child of God. You know you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You were not created to give other people peace. You are supposed to get the peace of Jesus Christ, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. You deserve that peace. Where not self, before you can try to give other people peace, you deserve it.
I know I deserve that peace, but you know, I'm tired. Really.
Wait, Donna, are you guys still together? I'm
I'm not
confused a bit.
together with this guy. I'm not together with him. I broke up with him a long time ago. A long time ago. I keep on telling him that it's over. Every time I'm reminding him, but he doesn't take it. You won't believe what happened. He even chased his friend because his friend is the person that I was talking to. He chased his friend and said that, you know what, you go and look for a place whereby you can put everything, your locker, your stuff, your lunchbox and stuff. Don't ever come to this office. This office doesn't deserve to have people like you. This is a management office. And Duana is a supervisor, so she is allowed to be here. You are not allowed. And his friend was called by him to be there. For the sake that his friend is the person that I was talking, he is the person that who understood me. And sometimes we'll talk to him that, man, this thing that you are doing, it's not okay. You can't be like this to a woman.
Sure, sis.
Have you tried HR?
I did. I went to my manager. I went to him. And when I went to him, I think it was last month. Yes. Late last month, I went to him. When I went, I didn't sleep on that day. What happened? I wrote everything that was happening. And I went to him. We went to the bathroom. And then I told him what is happening. He said to me, you know what, Dwana, this man has been coming to me for 3 weeks now. Talking bad about you, saying that you are not doing your job, you are coming late to work, and that's all lies. I even said to my manager, let's go and check my clocking times. I'm always on time. I'm always on time. He says that I'm not doing my job. I'm always complaining. Like, that was his way of getting rid of me because he saw that, you know what, this time it's really over. Can you believe it? For 3 weeks, when I went to my manager, he said, it's been 3 weeks now. What is happening? I told my manager. And my manager said, he said to me, he's married.
An HR department.
We do have an HR department, but our HR department is not that active. It's better when you go to the management.
Hi, my sister. I think Lady B, are you here to help her?
Hey, my love. Dumelang.
Hi, darling.
Ah.
Because I saw your comments, or it seems like you had a few questions and maybe a few recommendations or suggestions for her.
Okay. First of all, she must connect the point. It's a high kaufela that will help her whenever she takes further steps regarding this matter. Because first of all, it's a work environment. We don't know. We don't know how far are they gaining upon her. It might appear as if it's that particular management member that is against her. But now let her research how many people are actually smearing, campaigning her. Second of all, if she said she went to an HR and there's no help, this is bigger than her. Trust you me, we might advise her to go to the CCMA. Companies are buying CCMA to win. And you can tell this management, he's so very much influential. I'm sorry, I just got in. So I saw the full story what transpired, but I got it. She's being emotionally abused at work. And it definitely is happening, Tandwasami. For your mental serenity, my love, go and make a self-introspection and say, do I still want to work here? Because even if suggest do this, do that, and then ruin, maybe our strategies might help you to win. But trust you, Ms. Tandwasam, you're not going to be happy anymore in that company.
Sure.
You will never, ever. As long that person is above you, as long that person, management, that person, how did he become a manager? And how powerful, how influential he is or she is, that person or creating that abusiveness on you. Sanosami, I believe you've got a family, you've got kids. If that company is draining so much of energy for you, ask yourself, is it worth it?
But also, Justice, when a Lady B, I feel like she's been too lenient for too long for no particular reason, because this man physically abused her. She lost her teeth because of this man, and this man is continuing to make her life a living hell, all because he feels like he owns her. So What if she can go back to the doctor that assisted her during the time when she had lost her teeth? She needs to get justice. My sister, you also need to get therapy because you are an empath. I know I don't have the right qualification to be diagnosing people on the socials, but the fact that somebody has abused you so much that you still feel the need to give them peace, it says that you are last number ya the empath. You understand?
So, my love, Madam Speaker, is Toana being abused by a management? Is it just a management, or are they having any affair? What's happening? There's some physical abuse.
Yeah, she was in a relationship with the guy, so it seems like every time when she doesn't want to be with the guy anymore, then it escalates. Makes her life difficult.
Okay. Tuana, I might talk a language, but they become sensitive, especially when we speak out about narcissist. I'm sorry, now I can't change my content. Madam Speaker, I always promote knowledge about narcissism. The traits this particular manager that is physically and emotionally abusing her. That person might be a narcissist. This is how they do it. You get to a workplace, they see you attractive, very vulnerable and very beautiful, and then one opportunity of data this person, maybe or single, my love. I don't know how you managed to be involved in a relationship with that guy or company until it was nice, but I know how it was nice at first. But trust me, the behavior and the treatment of Amiona, it doesn't show who this person, not genuinely, he's a real human being. Real human being don't smear campaign. You mentioned something like lying about you. Narcissists, they smear campaign. They ensure how everyone will be against you. People will see you in the wrong side. True. I'm sorry, you might not be aware of it. There are narcissists in companies. We have narcissists as friendships. We have narcissists in the comment section. They might be triggered about what I'm saying. But those type of human beings, my love, they do exist. And most companies, they're being managed by this type of human beings. Let me tell you few of the symptoms, Madam Speaker, if you can give me the authority to go ahead. Narcissists, they lack empathy, and they target people like Toana. Toana, she's very lenient. Toana, she obeys all the orders. Toana, she's one of the humble people. Narcissists, they go for stronger. Come and tell you something. You might be an empath, but don't have a stronger character. So I'm not sure even if she goes she comes to the office, your appearance was amazing. Number one, maybe you are a hard worker, and then stable. It's just being an empath does not mean you are weak. For that matter, it means you've got a conscience. So the narcissists they target strong women, but with an empath. A heart. And then how Kala will raise your voice, they say she's a control freak. Or maybe Lady P does not give people. For example, I was destroyed in one of the platforms today when I was talking about this. They crushed me, Madam Speaker, because now they got triggered. These people, they do exist. So Toana, be careful. You're not going to survive in that company. Either you find that
I'm not going to survive.
Some of our companies, we might hire you standards. I mean, I'm making a typical example. We might DM you something, rebonded qualifications, and then also a right. Because now the symptoms or the traits that you mentioned that guy, you will never go right. If a narcissist is operating in that particular company, there are chances that there are more narcissistic management that tolerate that behavior. Not to Rabbi. All narcissists are very strong, clever, intelligent, and they are handsome. They are hard workers, those people. They might not find wrong things to get rid of that manager because when we are color. I'm telling you.
I know it's true what you are saying. Exactly. It's true what you are saying, because you know what he does, he even invites other people to join him. Yeah. He invites other people to join him. Sometimes I don't know whether he feels like he's not strong enough or known to face me, but he will invite people so that people can be against me.
I'm scared to interject. When he invites people, the language, psychology, maybe it's a smear campaigning. To smear campaign is to invite flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are people who are listening to him, lying on your behalf. Mara, the process it's called a smear campaign. It means he invites people to listen to their lies. And the listeners, that lies, they are called flying monkeys in psychological language. You can continue.
So I know I won't survive in that company. I know exactly that I won't survive. And I know the reason why he still wants me to work there, because he wants to use his power over me. I won't survive.
Very good.
If I don't go now.
Intelligent. Very good, Standosami. Narcissists do not let go empath people like you. They want to gain. Remember, the source of supply for narcissists, it's when Aubona Utora. Being down. The more you get down, you're not feeling empowered.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna hoover you. There's a process called hoovering. He might take you out on a date. He might buy you a car. He might give you a new promotion, because not everyone can just allow the narcissist to do whatever they've done to you. That person might.
And I'm not, the worst part is that I'm not the first one. There was another lady. He did the same with her. And that lady lost her job. So the thing is now, since our company is in this position, in this process of retrenching, I asked him, like, today, I said to him, you know what, can you at least put me on that list? He said he doesn't have power to do that because already the structure has been done. I said, but me and you, we can't work together. We both know that because you already said that I want your position. I never said I want your position. I'm okay when I'm down and you are up. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that you train me in this way that I must do certain things. And when I do those things, you say that who told you to do these things? You just want to be above me. You just want to show yourself and stuff that you are clever and whatever. You see? So we are in a competition. It's a relationship that he wants. Now it's this. It's too much.
It's very clear. He's a narcissist. Narcissists do not allow their source of supply to upgrade. He will never allow you to have a position. His aim is to put you in the lowest position but keep you. All narcissists, they do that. And they don't have one girlfriend. They will make you to shut up so that all the new girlfriend have again. Vulnerable. They devalue you. They make sure they devalue you. I'm sure who will have low self-esteem. You are currently having a low self-esteem. That one I get. You don't even believe in yourself because you know why? He has destroyed you to the core.
Like right now, like she's proposing my personal assistant. She's proposing my personal, and that woman is married. She is married.
I'm sorry, Madam Speaker, pardon me. I'll be using more terminology for psychology. Only the Batubading psychologists but don't understand that. Babang, just write down the terminology, go and learn about it. Whenever it might be, I don't diagnose anyone, Madam Speaker. I would like to respect each and every viewer. But he's a synoptic narcissist. A synoptic COVID narcissist, it's someone who uses sex to make sure the lady gets hooked to him. But getting position and money and everything, he's a COVID narcissist because he lacks empathy. He's full of grandiose. He wants to hear everyone saying, well done, well done. Yeah, now how shall I feel good? Mara, jealous for how knowing very well your self-esteem will drop from 70 to 80. Mara, right now it's 0.1.
Sure.
So what I want to know, like if anyone maybe is an information or something, I want to know, since the company is in this process, what can I do maybe to find myself in the list of people who are going? Because already I've seen the structure, the restructuring of the company, and my name is already there. And I cannot say, can you please guys take me there or whatever? And I can't resign because if I resign now, it's very, very risky for me. I will not get anything from that company.
What did the
on the other hand, I cannot work with this man. I know I can't work with him.
My love, the question is, have you went to the HR? What did the HR say? And remember, the mother body of the company HR, the mother body, the the main function ya rona ha re sebetsa re ba sebetsa ke HR. Skhalela kuya, sicela kuya, senza into eziningi. If the HR is a bias, he's one of those, remember I told you, he's one of those flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are people, they might be in a bigger position, but if they are underneath that a narcissistic person, you might be on the list, but you're not going to get the position. There are possibilities as well. So my question is, did you go to HR? What did he or she say? Then I'll answer you further.
This one, I didn't go to the HR. I've dealt with that situation whereby he was busy harassing me with. So right now, I didn't go to an HR.
Maybe you should try going for this one specifically.
How about Madam Speaker and us and the rest of the viewers? We are giving you a task. First step, go to the HR, draft a grievance letter, and show who points out facts and show that you also have evidence. From tonight after this, try to write down all the incidents that happened. Write down in a small book or maybe diary. Say on the 25, Katadila saw he accused me of this with no evidence. It was just a false allegation. Point number 2. Katadila saw and if your company has cameras, you are in a good advantage of asking evidence on the CCTV room and say, please retrieve this particular footage because I want to use them in terms of hearing or whatever meetings to present my case. Trust you me, if you'll be lucky if the HR, I know the HR does protect the company. Mara rena le HR tse robalang le basebetsi. Rena le HR tse corrupt. Mind you, be prepared. No, I don't know, maybe we'll communicate with Madam Speaker or one of the ladies who will be going forward all this step because now it's important for us to be behavior, character. If the HR is going to ignore your matter, trust you, Mrs. You are dead. You are doomed.
HR is part of the flying monkeys, my sister.
You are dead, my lovey. Do you want me to come and hire you? Mama, get out. Get out.
I have followed you, Lady B. Please do assist her, but I feel like if you can assist her privately, it would be good if we can also still come back here and have feedback, maybe on whatever other live where she will be having a positive feedback or whatever feedback, so that we can all learn.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you so much, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Guys, we have been waiting for Ntwana. I'm gonna have to hand over the ropes to Unwa Zondega, ne? Yeah, Unwa Zondega, don't do that to us, my dear. Why are you pausing the live when you're supposed to come? Unwa Zondega, when she left this live because of her network, she was saying that she ended up in ICU. So I want you to start all over again from scratch your story, my sister. What is your story? Her story is scary.
Can I step down, or would you like me to assist other ladies more further?
If you do have the time, my sister, please remain. I would really appreciate you being here. I think your input will be highly appreciated. You and Lalo, you are the backbone. You are like you are the drip to my footwear.
I'm honored. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Okay, my darling.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome, sister. What's on there? Hi guys, what's on there? What's on there?
Can you hear me?
We must
Ami,
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Please. We are waiting for the story.
Sorry, I'm in the village.
My sister, never ever go to the villages on Thursdays.
Can you hear me now?
It's scratchy. It's sketchy. Yo, guys. What's on the story is a story. You move around there in the villages, my sister. Hi,
Yes,
Sisi.
we can hear you. Move on, me can't sing.
What's a musinya?
Gemuri.
How?
Manito says,
Yes, we can hear you, Sisi.
Manito Mara. Hello.
Hi, darling.
Ami, kamalabulani swasta kama sondaka. Yeah, it's all like kataka.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes, we
she's
hear
stressing
you
me, and I'm hey guys.
No stress. No do I see you.
Hello.
Hello, Sisi.
Mazondeko.
I don't know what
Hi, guys.
to do now. Can you hear me?
Para why network is a story?
God.
Yes.
Ladies, can you hear me?
Yes, Sisi, we can hear you.
Clearly.
Hello.
Hi.
Manitosis.
Yes, I'm it, Sisi.
Kahle.
So I ended up at ICU after loco. I bought him a car. I bought him a car.
Wait. Ish.
And then 2-3 weeks down the line, so I found him with this lady. And then, hello.
Ish, I think there's a time delay, guys. I wanted her to start the story from
Oh.
scratch. And once you start, my sister, I know there's going to be a time delay before you hear this. But once you start from the beginning, go all the way. Nobody's going to disturb you until we end this live.
Okay, so
Fire in the name of Jesus. Fire.
Batu.
She's gone, guys. Let's see if I can find her again and try to invite her. Ha. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's coming back. The devil is a liar. You must share your story with us today.
Exactly.
We must hear this story.
I'm bad.
Start from scratch. Don't even say a lot of things. Just go, my sister. Just start. And
I will quickly summarize. So I bought this man, my ex. I bought him a car. We went to a bank. I took out a loan, and then he bought a car for user to go to work. How? 3 weeks down the line, I'm no longer allowed to go back at that car. So one day I found him with the girlfriend in the car. How? When I confronted them, the guy took out, he was a police officer. He took out his service pistol, gave to the girlfriend and say, kill her. Boom. I woke up at ICU. 3 months at ICU. Hey.
my sister.
Sorry, joke. So after that, I went back to him. I went back to him. Sorry, baby, it won't happen again. This, and that. It did not end there. With that car, the car that I bought him, only bumpe my ankle. I have pins which are badly done. I'm unable to walk properly. And then for them to redo the operation, they just need to amputate. After that, I forgave him again. That time. So it was so bad. And after the accident, I bought him a house.
Ha!
Am I still on air? Can you
My sister, you're on air. Ha!
So after the car accident story, yeah. So I bought him a house. After the house story, it was so very bad. So bad, but I cannot lie. Though I'm still attending the courts and stuff, Umara, I'm glad that I'm alive. Yeah, that's my story.
There's a part that I missed. Just rewind a bit. After you buying him a house, what happened?
It went so bad. So bad that he will bring girlfriends in the house. And I had to move from the main bed to the guest rooms. So, yeah, it went so very bad. It went so very bad, and I will have to keep quiet because he will physically abuse me, strip me naked, he will drag me on the street, things like that. It was so terrible. I'm glad that I had to divorce and stuff when I'm alive.
Are you done with the divorce
Wait,
proceedings?
I'm not alive.
Okay, are you done, my love, so that we can try to put some inputs and ask questions?
I think network is doing the things again. Wait, what about boyfriend and girlfriend? They were husband and wife in the beginning.
Boyfriend and girlfriend before the buying of the car.
My sister, this man, when he shot you, you were still just a girlfriend. When the... Hey, wait.
Yes.
Oh, I'm about
He
to take
shot
off
you
my...
as his girlfriend.
Yes.
Sure.
And you still proceeded to become his wife.
So after that was after the shooting story. Yes.
So from ICU, you went to the altar.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's on there, ka?
Yes.
Let me prove something to the lady's story. I'm going to ask her questions and I'm going to prove a point. Can I call you Zondi so that I can cut in short? If you feel uncomfortable, I'll try to pronounce it longer.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. My name is Dinigo, so you can call me T, Dinigo, whatever.
Okay. Dinigo, first question, ma'am. Before the girlfriend being handed over the gun, commanded her to shoot you, how long you've been in a relationship with that guy? All the drama.
It was a year.
A year, point taken. When the relationship started, describe us in 5 sentences. How was the relationship? First day, tell us, how was it?
It was amazing, but it went sour when he started showing me that he was a womanizer. So after a week or in, I will find him with another woman, this.
Tell me the nice things. Tell me the nice things. When you say amazing, what were the nice things? Only 5. Mention 5 things that you can say, wow, he was amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me only 5.
He would invite me to his, he used to rent a room just to cook for me, take me out, or go out, like going out most of the time. But that did not last long.
Very good. Pause. Madam Speaker and all the viewers, the guy love bombed the lady by doing things that are not abnormal but unordinary. Not all men in a first relationship are pekela. Not all men will take you for a date. Mostly, I'm sorry, but it's going to be the truth. There are many types of narcissists. It happened that you were having a narcissist with different types of mental disorder. I will remember the terminology ever classifying. But one of the disorders, it was a narcissist and he was a psychopath. Because remember, pure narcissists, they don't kill. They play clean job, but they destroy you emotionally. Mara, the ones that can take the ones can take a risk for shooting and killing, that's psychopaths. Moving forward. How love Bomile, Mara, he couldn't keep up with the facade for a long time. He couldn't keep up with the mask. Azang Ahone. That's why the mask fell off automatically. Try to remember. First day, the true colors. What happened? Just give us that day. Do you still remember what happened first day?
Guys, please, in the comment section, I see people saying he was cooking korobela. Guys, please, we are trying to be serious.
I also saw that, and there was someone who asked me to ask if she tried going to a govela to gaba the korobela because people are convinced this is black magic.
And my sister, I don't trust you. I think you must. She might go back. Yes, I don't trust her. Hey, she's stressing me.
Madam Speaker, I give everyone a challenge. Narcissism is like vampires. They're loving, they're the best. You can find yourself loving the same person for 20 years, Mara Aushapa. our sexual abuser, at least I'm sadi ka tlung. O le mosadi le wena ka tlung. Narcissists, they do that. They do something that you've never seen in the world. It's not even existing in the planet. Ntho e nngwe le e nngwe ba tla o etsang yona, you will swear gore it's a black magic. It's not black magic. Madam Speaker, we all know gore rona batho re na le di-hormones. The hormones, how back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They can't regulate when time goes by. You find yourself only vulnerable emotionally. That's why people will think, Zondi was like, her hormones. Regulator normally. Her self-esteem was destroyed because the love bombing was amazing. Not every man cook for us. Not every man take us for dinner. Not every man buy us gifts. That person was the best. And if we check on her background, she was like someone maybe so when he looked at that guy, too vulnerable emotionally. So I tried the abuse, and then whenever she wants to pull back, let me ask her, was it one time tell me if I'm correct.
You correct, and he will remind me, Horisana, you the only person who's married. So you don't want to go there.
They use, you know what? Very good. The narcissist, when they get into your life, they collect information, they mirror you. Mirroring person, you pretend as if you are what the lady wants you. I'm sure during the night out, he was asking you more questions like, how's your background? He was strategically trying to find out if you can be someone loopholes. I told her maybe you've got younger brothers, you don't have brothers, Baba will in the future when he starts to destroy you. He might have found out financially you are getting money less than Yena. So that means he can use money to hoover you whenever. So whenever this guy, you are still a potential supplier. A supplier is a human being that is vulnerable, that is under control of a narcissist. So we are being called the suppliers, all of us. So I'm going to be using those terminologies. I'm sorry, Madam Speaker, and the rest of the viewers. When you are a very potential supplier, that's why how about I'll hoover a bag. Hoovering you, sorry, my love, I can't live without you, my beautiful since only and you've made a lot of difference. Everything about narcissist is fake. How Shella? Because you are a target. Narcissists, they don't shella you because they love you. They shella you because now la abuya khona udampe umuntu umkhathile uyakhala ushot. You are the next supply.
There's a very important question that somebody was asking here, and that is, what happened to the lady that shot you?
I wanted to ask, was it a registered firearm that was from work, or what was going on?
It was his service person. He was a police officer.
So what happened to the lady that shot you? Nothing. She's still hoovering the streets.
So you did not think of going to open a case after ICU?
She was thinking about the altar, my sister. After
the case was open
in the hospital, my love. Sorry, my love, but when you went to the hospital, obviously you've been shot. What did you say to them?
They knew that I was shot, and they were waiting for me to be discharged so that. Did they?
Did they know who shot you and what firearm shot you?
They know.
Things are starting. Hey,
yes, they know everything.
On the comment section, Madam Speaker, someone is asking, Mone, before Arabic. When your hormones are not balancing, it causes you illnesses. Possibly so, but what I know, estrogen. Estrogen is when oh limatsang ka hara pele. Ke rona ladies, we know ukuthi before o tlogelwa, when you're about to have sex, you need to be in that mood to have sex. And then if your hormones are not regulating very well, you find yourself in a space whereby when you have sex with a guy, you don't get wet, you are not prepared because your mind, so you might have high blood, you might have other things, but the main thing that you're suffering from is estrogen.
So, from ICU with the case that was opened, obviously is Shangapula case, instead of you guys going up and about Kakoti with the firearm, service and all that, he decided to. So he decided to propose. What happened?
So the investigating officers used to visit and stuff, but I don't know what happened. It just disappeared.
But didn't you follow up? You were the one that got shot, babe. Like, I'm not understanding.
I did. I even went to their head office in Parktown to follow up and stuff. And apparently there's no trace, nothing whatsoever. So it just disappeared like that.
Okay, so
Mara, my sister.
Was it not retrieved from your body? What happened to the bullet?
No, the bullet I'm operated on. It's they opened and then they had to remove the bullet. It did not go through. It's just here under my lungs.
So they took it out. And then what happened to it? Did they give it to the officer? Did they keep it? What's going on with the bullet?
They knew that I was shot by one of their colleagues because the firearm that was used, it was for the SAPS.
But my sister, also, do you feel like, Jesus?
I want to ask one more question. Sorry, Madam Speaker.
I know my
When
problem
he
is
went
not
down
you.
on his knee and he was proposing because now he's trying to brush everything. There was supposed to be a case and you said yes. Did you go and take a loan for your loan?
No.
Hey!
Auntie Zondeka. So I just want to, I'm trying to do the math. The reason I came up, right? So this man shot you. And then after he shot you.
No, the girlfriend. The girlfriend shot
the
her.
girlfriend shot her. He did not point the firearm himself.
To shoot you, right? He got his girlfriend to shoot you. And then you ended up in hospital for months. Then your police report went missing. And then this man proposed to you. And then when you felt safe and you're like, yeah, I want to marry this man. Like even after experiencing that, like what did you think would? And I'm not judging, right? Because it happens, I guess. I don't understand how. I'm just trying to understand like your state of mind. And I know that people get that. What's it called? Where you are in love with your captor and the trauma
bonding.
Yeah,
It's a trauma bonding.
yeah, but I get trauma bonding, but trauma bonding to the point of knowing that Mundelo gave somebody a gun and said, shoot me.
My sister, in this South Africa, in this world of the earth, it's possible, my dear.
Can I answer him, Madam Speaker?
Answer her, darling.
Remember earlier on, guys, I said not everyone will understand what is to be abused by a narcissist.
Exactly.
You will have, like, if you've never dated a narcissist, you will think, oh, it's a fairy tale, it's unbelievable, it's not real, maybe this lady's lying. It's 100% sure. Narcissists, they play their game very fair and perfect. He made sure he buy out the jacket, he made sure he's up with he bends ahead, he goes 7 steps ahead of you. He's the one who's responsible to destroy the docket. He's the one who makes sure you don't go to the police by telling you how much he loves you, by making sure he goes down on his knees. Not only propose and go down on his knees. Remember, he went down on his knees. And said,
I'm not disputing the mental state of a narcissist, nor am I invalidating what she experienced. But all I'm saying is, like, even in experiencing that, and obviously I've been with a narcissist. That's what made me stay in the chat, right? But even when you're dating a narcissist, you can tell, okay, this doesn't feel safe at the point, right? And my narcissist never got to the point of getting somebody to shoot me. But surely, like, you've been shot. I don't think it can get any scarier than that. Like, that's what I'm trying to
No. My sister, wait, ne? Let me tell you something. There's a lady that we interviewed on our podcast. She did episode 1 where she was saying that she was buried alive. Her name is Teboho, ne?
Yes, we remember.
Now, we went and we recorded part 2. We are still going to air part 2. On part 2, her husband stabbed her and set their shack on fire, right? And he went to prison for that. And when he came back from prison, they got back together. My sister, this is the world of South Africa, of the world. These things are happening.
No, I'm actually gaslighting.
Just say amen. Just say amen.
Amen, Madam Speaker.
And they're not done until they're done with you.
Until they're done, they're not done.
Pettiness, because she's talking about divorce. I was going to reopen that case. My level of pettiness.
Me too, my sister.
The only part this lady can get out, it's when a narcissist get a new supply.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he escape. Or the lady, if she finds strength to get out, cut contact with that person, she'll be free. Trust you.
No, but it sounds like he'd probably stalk her and kill her.
So she will only be free when he wants her to be free, not when she wants to be free.
The dangerous part about how the traits that this person, psychopaths are more dangerous than pure normal narcissist, covert narcissist, malignant narcissist. But this one, psycho, because taking a gun, risking your life to go to prison, that's being a psychopath.
Yeah, Mara, you know, our police officers, I'm not judging them.
Let this go.
Our police officers, you know them, they think they own the world, Mus. You know them. It's more like when they hand them the firearm, there's a level of narcissism and a level of psychopathic whatever that is unlocked when they give them the gun, because they feel like they own the world.
It's unfortunate, Madam Speaker, no narcissist will date you. They already know your character. They will never date Lalo. Narcissists, they go for soft, strong, intelligent women. You might be intelligent, but if you're outspoken, very strong...
Mina, I'm suspecting that my partner is narcissist. He's like top tier narcissist. Like, because another thing, when a lady be, maybe you will tell me what this is. People like me, there are those men, I don't know what you call men who, because there's a lot of people who are attracted to me because they want me to submit under them. Because they look at me and they see the queen bee. So if they can get the queen bee to submit to them, then they will be like, you understand? So I do attract a lot of toxic people. I just don't know what is the terminology to call the type of people that I attract, who would say to me, I need to stop what I'm doing. I need to stop doing these TikToks. I need to fall pregnant. I need to now be a wife again. They want to tame me. What do you call those people? Because they're there.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one question. How's your sex life, Libon? Are they good in bed, these men that you're finding? Just answer me one question. Are they good in bed?
My sister, my Augusty, me. How many are you in this life?
I can say so, Lalo, Madam Speaker, who told the narcissist, which is synoptic narcissist, they use good sex to make sure the woman feels secured. And I can guess more further. Madam Speaker is getting people who are making Madam Speaker to feel great about whatever she is because she's in public. Tell me if I'm correct, Madam Speaker.
My guy tells me all the time, you are great at what you do, baby. You are great at what you do.
Doing you, Madam Speaker, those toxic people, they're putting you on a pedestal, mirroring you, and also they're trying to make you feel whether you are being supported or not. Until when or show that vulnerability stages in the house, or you will start making sure we don't do the lives with us anymore. You started to attack. I'm telling you the future. I'm telling you the future stage that they are going to do to you. I hope he's not watching our live.
My sister, me, I drop a guy like a hot potato. Me, I will drop you like a potato which is hot.
That's why I love you.
I will drop you. There's a guy, ne?
Don't have time for nonsense.
There's a guy I was dating, my sister, ne? In bed. Shem, he was a stallion. Now, He would join my lives while I'm live. I block that motherfucker everywhere. I don't play. I don't even say goodbye. I don't need such people in my life. Okay?
It means, Madam Speaker, in life there was a point you noticed that you're dating the toxic people and you enforced your boundaries. Men, being the toxic and narcissistic, they don't last long with women who have boundaries. The only thing that destroys a narcissist is boundaries. When they are strong and fixed, and if you're content, go on and they run.
Okay. Hey, Mara, this one I'm dating now is the last number, eh? Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
He has got me by the clit, my sister. By the clit. You understand? Oh, Jesus. Hey.
I can relate. Relatable.
If I come out of this one alive, you must know I am a real steering. Hey, Jesus. Hey. Hey. Ah.
Don't forget there are 4 types of narcissists. There are ones that they will last for a long time without noticing that they are.
That one, I can tell you from day one, Ura, this one is a motherfucker from day one. Guys, why am I swearing a lot today? Guys, Kim Zalwani has. It's because of you, Lady B, these conversations. Hey.
No triggering
So the question is she out of that relationship, Madam Speaker, Zondi?
They're divorcing. They're processing the divorce. That's what she said.
Can I tell you, Lalo, it's not going to be a good divorce. Divorcing a narcissist, it's like taking hell, bringing it inside your house.
Yeah.
Hell itself. It's going to be a very, very bigger challenge ever. She must be ready. So inbox her, prepare her.
Yo, Aisha. My sister, guys, I have to love you and you know I love you guys, ne? You know I love you guys, ne?
Madam Speaker, Lady P will diagnose you. We are making examples. We're not diagnosing anyone. We are just comparing the traits about to. Let's not run away from this thing. Check the checklist. Yeah, the personality. If you've got 10, maybe 7 out of 10 traits that shows that you are being a narcissist, then we recommend you to go to a specialist. But most narcissists, 99 narcissists, they don't go for, if you hear a guy, Ariana has my therapy, most chances he is a narcissist. They don't go for therapy. They don't see themselves by in that lower grade or by to sharing their story to someone else.
Mara, my sister. There's a story.
Apart from them being narcissist, sorry, Madam Speak, but apart from them being narcissist, is it not because as a black nation, we are not too accustomed to going to talk to someone who's supposed to help us? Because even women have that challenge. Like, only when you have heard other people's stories and you realize that there is life when you have sought assistance from maybe a professional and you're convinced and convicted in yourself that you need such assistance maybe for yourself, then you can venture that direction. Because it's not easy for a black person, I myself included, to just say I'm going to book myself an appointment, because it's something that is very foreign to us. We were never afforded such things because we could not even express our feelings at some point in our lives. And I also believe in DNA trauma, in trauma that you never actually experienced yourself. So with all our ancestral histories that I've gone for so many years before, it's not easy for one to say, I want to go see a psychologist because I think I'm going through a mental breakdown. Before you even think of that direction, you would have went through a lot. Only maybe when someone comes to tap you and they're saying you are still going to be fine, then you consider such things. And after you have heard other people sharing their stories about such things. So I don't think it's fair for us to just brand everyone who refuses to go see a psychologist and narcissist, because it is something foreign to us. It's not something that we were afforded from the get-go. It's something that is new that we want to acquaint ourselves to so that we get to express ourselves, because even expressing yourself was a challenge at some point.
I agree with you, my darling. And someone else on the comment section, Miss M. Arkonda, we cannot say everyone or the narcissist. Madam Speaker, let me say this one, on the same page. I'm not here to diagnose anyone. I was sharing my 2 cent experience out, guys. Be aware. Go and sit down and observe your relationship. There are men who can do wrong, but the difference, narcissists, when they say sorry, your instincts will tell you they are not genuine. A real man with mistakes, who are full of flaws, but loving you. Sandwasani, when that person says, I'm sorry, feel this one is a genuine sorry. So guys, don't misinterpret my statement somehow. I might be speaking too fast and be sounding like I'm diagnosing people. I'm not. The difference. You won't hesitate to go all out for you to show how to loser. Narcissists, they're not afraid of losing you. I get an educator and a middle speaker. We are also helping a lot of people by getting more platform or ish. And I always apologize for things that you do. I can check on when your relationship with a normal guy will also have his own turn to say, I'm sorry, my love. Lady B, baby, let me do something about it. Narcissists, they've got a way of saying sorry. They either buy you a gift or they just brush off the word sorry.
Or they twist things around.
Yes, when a madam speaker, we are not branding everyone as a narcissist. But I love what Lelo said in our Black Nation. There were some of certain things are open up, and that's where the foundation or the narcissism comes from. The grooming. It at the age of 7 years. Being neglected by your mom, mama how and a pregnant for another 10th child, and you are the 9th child in the home. Mama how stepfather salon, I'll see when you take care of yourself and you are a guy. Remember, narcissism is mostly 80% on guys globally in the world, whether you're Chinese, black, white, whatever. But if your background, it was more of you were neglected. You had to take care of yourself. That's where grandiose built up. Most men, if they were rejected, the symptom but not all men. A normal guy, not a normal guy with flaws, Madam Speaker. You might remain in a narcissistic relationship with something is wrong with this guy. That gut feeling will always tell you until you get out, until you divorce him. Mara, when how to divorce? Yes, my ancestors were always telling me about this guy. My friends were always telling me about this guy. A narcissist. Mara, a normal guy with mistakes who cheat for fun, Mara will end up stopping cheating.
Okay, guys, we have to. I have to love you and leave you. In closing,
yeah, but we still
have
4 minutes. Please give us our 4 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much.
But I feel there's also people who are not in touch with their feelings yet. Maybe they just realized they have gone through a lot, and they're trying to pack it away, because getting in touch with their feelings as a man it needs I'm failing to get a proper word to explain this, but it's not an easy thing like it would be for us, because first and foremost, as Black women, we have been afforded an opportunity to now come and speak about our experiences. And although we know that we are going to come across judgment, it's expected. And we want to offload nonetheless. But with men, because they feel that it's not very easy for them to come out and say and tell their stories, apart from the judgment that they are going to get from the male guys, to the male, I mean, the male gender, and also their counterpart, who is us. It becomes a challenge for them. So some of them are not going to follow a specific trait that would qualify us to say they are narcissists, but they will have certain pointers that would make you think maybe somehow they could be, but that does not necessarily mean they are. It just means that they are not in touch. They are in an avoided stage where they're not in touch with their true feelings yet. So there would be someone who cannot ngenga you because of maybe what they have gone through, not necessarily because they're narcissistic, but because of pride and other things that makes it difficult for them to want to come and be in that position for you as a woman. we must also have that in mind, because we cannot just say if a guy does not want to come and sweet talk you after a misunderstanding and whatnot, this is the direction they're heading. It's not necessarily true, because some of the people have not dealt with things that they have gone through, and some they don't even know how to begin to navigate those things, but they want to try, and it makes it a bit difficult for them, because not everyone needs to be single to heal. Some just needs to be shown how
Hi.
how you can navigate your life through traumas, with the next person holding your hand through it.
Give me zero.
Uhaneza.
Give me. I'm not saying. I'm saying me personally, as perseverance,
And I'm
Marimin.
going to be Barbara the builder.
I'm sorry. I'm not building. Building material is finished, guys. I have to love you and leave you. Yes. And Lalo, our life is supposed to be 1 hour. This is the second hour, and whenever you are telling me you still have 4 minutes left, our life has been finished since an hour ago.
You understand, or 1 hour is not enough, because first and foremost, you have to nanga your people to come and share their stories, and then we come here, they shock us, we drop our jaws, and then we have to ask questions, and then someone relates, they want to share their other story as well, and we have to be here for the people.
I know, but I appreciate. I'm thanks very much, my sister. I'm thanks very much. Guys, I have to love you and leave you. Lady B, I really, really appreciate you being here and the information that you have shared with us here today. I've actually followed you. I think I'm gonna slide in your DMs because yeah, we need to work. Lalo, you know, I love you long time. I owe you a cup of coffee. I owe you a cup of coffee. Even Sagwi in her absentia today. I'm sure Mjolo is showing her flames today. That's why she's not here. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and those who joined in and shared their stories. I appreciate you. And I have to love you guys and leave you. I'll see you on the flip side. I don't know when we'll go live again before Thursday, but our usual time of going live, it's every Thursday at 7 p.m. God bless you and good night.
Thank you so much.
Let me go see my narcissist, okay? Okay.